Come on home, Cecelia.
This is the Cecelia Report, and I'm Cecelia, and for the past month or so, as of the filming of this video, I have been raising kittens. Now, if you think this is going to be some cutesy artsy vlog about them growing up, you are wrong. The link to that is in the description below. Today, we are going to go through the necessary steps of fostering kittens that I have learned over the past month. Step 1. Acquire some kittens. Now, since there is a huge cat overpopulation issue in my area and in the surrounding areas, this is very easy. Basically, you just sit and wait for the phone to ring. And then, what do you know? Someone calls and they got kittens for you. Step 2. Acquire supplies. You can acquire the supplies on Chewy.com or Amazon or at your local vet office, but make sure you want to remortgage your house before you do so because, man, those kittens will eat you out of house and home. So you're going to want to buy a little baby bottle for them, and then you're going to also want to buy kitten milk replacer or KMR. There's two types of KMR. There is the liquid KMR and the solid KMR. The liquid gives them really bad diarrhea, but the solid that you reconstitute in water gives them really bad constipation. So pick your poison. Step number 3, you're going to want to feed your kittens. So you just put the formula in the bottle. You don't want to give it to them hot or cold. You want to give them to them like a room temperature. And kittens, they get hungry and they don't really know what they're doing. So you're going to have to like direct their head into the bottle. It seems really harsh, but you basically just got to shove that nipple in there. Then they'll get a good suckle going and they'll start doing their paws and the cute little thing, and you'll know that you got a hungry kitten. The back of the bottle says they're supposed to eat 1 tablespoon per 4 ounces of body weight. So I was kind of following that, but I could be wrong. These little babies, they eat a lot and quite frequently. So my friend told me that you're supposed to feed them basically the same hour distance as they are weeks old. So if they're 2 weeks old, then you feed them every 2 hours and yada yada yada. This means that you do have to wake up through the night to feed them. I haven't slept in weeks, please send help. Once your kittens get about 3-4 weeks old, or when they start their front teeth come in, you can start offering them canned food. You basically just buy the kitten canned food stuff and basically the smelly stuff in the store, and you put it on a plate and somehow they love it. Step 4, you have to potty your kittens before and after they eat. Now, you might not know this, but kittens are unable to go to the bathroom on their own. In the wild, their mothers would lick their butts to stimulate bowel movements until they pooped and peed. When you're fostering kittens that are orphaned, you kinda gotta do this yourself. I turn the sink on, get my finger wet, I turn my kitten upside down, and then I gently caress their holes until they poop and pee. Pottying is a very important step because if you do not relieve these kittens, their waste will build up in their bladder and intestines, and eventually they'll just explode from the inside out and die a horrible death. Now, when your kittens start to being able to use the bathroom on their own, you're going to want to offer them a litter box, but you're not going to want to use clumping litter. You're going to want to use this non-clumping litter because if you use the clumping litter, then they'll try to eat it, which is disgusting. So you give them this stuff that basically just like turns into sawdust when they use it. They'll basically just naturally use the litter because they're cats and they have just a very strong instinct to bury their waste. The 5th step of raising orphan kittens is that you have to kiss them often. Now, you might think I'm being silly, and I kinda am, but I'm also kinda not. What I mean is, it's very important to spend a lot of time with these babies and to like socialize them while they're young so that they'll grow up to be very adoptable cats that'll make someone very happy. Right, Chunky? Well, and that's basically it. Following the right steps, anyone, including myself, can raise kittens from orphan, tiny, couple days old with their eyes still shut to feisty little guys like this. Big shout out to all the people who gave me good information and advice so that I wouldn't hurt these guys. So that would be Stephanie Bonanno, Kerri Sher, Ginger Verdill, and Makayla Guntrum. You guys are awesome, and basically you saved these guys' lives. I just followed your directions. Well, this is the Cecelia Report, and I'm Cecelia. Please remember to adopt, not shop, and please spay and neuter your pets, because even though it's a lot of fun to raise kittens, there's just a huge overpopulation problem, and I shouldn't be doing this. Alright guys, goodbye! I love you too. I love you too so much! Kitten scar! Ooh, it's a long boy.